Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know currently, as of today evening, a message was relayed to the public by the current economic principal advisor to the President of the Republic of Kenya, Moses Kuria. And this message that Moses Kuria relayed to the public has gone viral, suggesting that a fallout has currently happened between him and President William Ruto together with the Kenya Kwanza administration. I welcome you to the Felix Report TV, and I thank you for always supporting and subscribing to our work. Now, getting back to business. Moses Kuria, yesterday when the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was addressing the nation, he was asked a question in regards to Moses Kuria and the people of Kiambu. And Gachagua made a very shocking revelation to the people of the Republic of Kenya, where Gachaguas stated that Moses Kuria is one of the most brilliant minds that President William Ruto feared and could not bring them into his cabinet after he went ahead to fire him as the Cabinet Secretary of Trade after the Gen Z demonstration last year. Now, Gachagua said Moses Kuria is a brilliant mind, and the reason why President William Ruto couldn't take him back as a cabinet secretary but to give him just a mere title as the economic principal advisor is because he knows that Moses Kuria is a man that is known to question power, is known to question authority. We all saw Moses Kuria questioning the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, which led to the fallout between the both of them. Now, apart from that, there are certain events that have unfolded before Moses Kuria reached to this point of revealing that there is a fallout and an outbreak between him and the President of the Republic of Kenya, President William Ruto. Now, on Sunday, Moses Kuria commented on something that happened to the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua while he was attacked while attending a church service in Muiki Ward, Kasarani constituency. Now, Moses Kuria, his message was loud and clear and sent a message to the Kenya Kwanza administration that there are some certain incidences that we are not going to agree on. Mostly when it comes to you sending guns to attack the opposition. Apart from that, another person who is currently, a choir member of President William Ruto's present worship team that praises and worships his work and his incompetencies every corner is the Member of Parliament of Kileleshwa, Robert Alai, who went ahead to reply to Moses Kuria, Moses Kuria's comment against the attack on Rigathi Gachagua in Kasarani. Remember, goons were sent there to disrupt the church service where Gachagua was attending the church service. So, Kileleshwa MCA Robert Alai said that Kuria should come out of the closet and disclose that he is currently working and supporting Rigathi Gachagua. He shouldn't be hiding. Now, Gachagua, yesterday, for the first time, remember Moses Kuria and Rigathi Gachagua, before even Gachagua was kicked out of government and Kuria was a cabinet secretary, the both of them had their differences, where they both were fighting for the kingpinship of the Mount Kenya region. But that came to an end when Gachagua was impeached and he won the seat. He won the title of the kingpin of the Mount Kenya region due to the sympathy that he garnered from the people of the mountain after his impeachment. Now, Kuria was relegated to working for President William Ruto as an economic principal advisor. Are we together? But through time, things have unfolded. But one key event that revealed that Kuria has officially fallen out with President William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza administration is the last week tour of the president in the Mount Kenya region. President William Ruto, before the differences that happened and the current shenanigans that have been going on, when he visited the mountain, Kuria was among those that brought President William Ruto in the Mount Kenya region. Kuria was among those that joined the convoy and were always supporting the president and singing praises with the president, touring the Mount Kenya region. But this this key tour of the president, which was his comeback tour in the Mount Kenya region, Moses Kuria was missing in action. Kuria wasn't there. So a lot of questions were asked. And more so, when President William Ruto visited Kiambu County, where Moses Kuria vied for the gubernatorial seat, he was a member of parliament of Gatondo South, and he was a darling of these people. Kuria refused to accompany the president to this tour. Now that revealed the first red flags. And a lot of Kenyans were asking, why? Why is Kuria not with the president? What is happening between the president and Moses Kuria? Now, on Sunday, just hours after the tour ended on Saturday, Gachaguas was attacked. And Kuria aired a message to the people that organized the attack on Rigathi Gachagua. And I want to read it so that you will understand the point which we are driving home. I want you to listen to what Moses Kuria had to say. He said this: "This is utterly ungodly. Leave your backward and primitive political wars out of the places of worship." Today was AIPCA Kano Reloaded. The lightning that will strike us is still loading. Pole sana Rigathi. For the first time, Moses Kuria spoke against an attack on Rigathi Gachagua. Remember, most of the people that supported President William Ruto, and they came from the Mount Kenya region. Even Kimani Ichung'wah joined the team that castigated what happened to Rigathi Gachagua. When Rigathi Gachagua was attacked at a church service, at a burial service in Limuru last year, where he was almost killed by goons, these people stayed quiet and they never talked. But now, Kuria is openly criticizing violence against Gachagua, which the president has never castigated, which the president has never spoken about. Are we together? So this revealed to the public that Kuria is now joining the Wamunyoro team. And 6 or 7 hours ago, Kuria posted a message on his timeline on X. And the message was three emojis of three crying emojis and three heartbreak emojis. Now that was significant that Kuria has been heartbroken. Remember when Gachagua was speaking yesterday, he said President William Ruto replacing Moses Kuria with William Kabogo as the cabinet representative for Kiambu County in his administration. That was a total insult to Moses Kuria, because Moses Kuria is an intellectual. Apart from Moses Kuria being a politician, he is also a technocrat, somebody that we all know he had the knowledge of economy and all that, somebody that worked in banking fraternity before becoming a member of parliament. So he had all the knowledge to be brought back as a cabinet secretary. But Gachagua said, people like Moses Kuria, people like Professor Kedore, people like Medeka Lentori, CS Justin Muturi, were kicked out of the cabinet because they are intellectuals that ask questions. They don't only act. They ask questions before acting on orders given to them. Are we together? Now that is what really led to now the state house acting on Moses Kuria. They are asking Moses Kuria, why is this man singing praises to you? Why is this man saying you're good? You know, one thing with with the people surrounding the president, people like Akina Farouk Kibet, it becomes so painful for them when an opposition leader realizes, praises somebody that is productive in their team. Wanataka mtu wa opposition aendelee kuwapiga vita. Mtu wa opposition aendelee kuwapiga wote vita as a whole, not to sing praises to a few and discriminate a few. So that is what happened. And according to the intel we have, Kuria was summoned by the State House and a few questions were asked to him where his loyalty lies. And we all know, if this man did not follow the president on his Mount Kenya tour, and he has been defending Gachagua lately, where does his loyalty lie? His loyalty lies with the Wamunyoro fraternity. Yes, that's what's up. Na kukumbusha hii ni The Felix Report. Tafadhali, popote ulipo, make sure una subscribe na una share our videos. Welcome to the family. Let's grow together. Subscribe.